Headhunters, welcome to this new Arena Breakout mini video. Today, tier list all the guns. I will tell you which guns are the best, the cheapest, and you'll basically know everything. But before the video starts, we are so close to hit the 20k on YouTube. So guys, just please, right? Just click on the sub button. Just click on it, right? And as well, guys, we're on live every day. We're live every day on Twitch. So the link is in the description. Just come and say hi on Twitch. We're live every day. If you have any question, that's way easier to ask there because I can answer you directly. Anyway, we have the gun tier list right there. We have all the guns. I had to add 3 more guns because of the new season. And we are also in game. I will be showing you all the builds for all the gun I'm going to use. Now, there is some guns that I'm not going to put in the tier list because they're just unusable. But don't worry, I will tell you about it. So, first thing first, we're going to start with the assault rifles, the AKM. Okay, so let's talk about the AKM a little bit more. So, the first thing you want to check when you are taking a look at the gun is the rate of fire. Okay, so 600 RPM is very, very low for an AR. And you also want to take a look at the effective range. So 54 is pretty decent. Everything below 50 for an AR is not very good. So for the AKM, that's the build I would be using. To be honest, guys, this is an expensive build and it's not that good, right? I wouldn't recommend to use the AKM. There is a ton and a ton of others AR very, very much better than that, you know. But again, if you want to try it, guys, don't forget that in the gunsmith on the top right here, you can click use at the shooting range, which will take you to the shooting range and you will be able to shoot that lovely gun right there. But if we go back to the tier list, I would probably put the AKM into C, right? All right, let's go back to the AR and let's talk about the M4A1. Now, M4A1, 750 RPM and an effective range of 49, which is not that good. For the build, I would be using that build. You will see that with the cannon, the barrel that I use, I go up to 54 effective range, which is a lot better. Now, this is a good gun. This is a very good gun. 750 RPM, high firing power. Yeah, sorry, I didn't talk about the firing power, but the higher you get, the higher chance you have of penetrating armor and the higher damage you will deal. So that would be the build. Guys, don't forget to join the Discord as well if you want to have access to all the meta build code. If you want to try all that. But yeah, that would be the build I would be using for the M4. Pretty solid gun. I would be putting the M4... I would put it in B because, you know, B is okay, but it's not the best either. C and D are kind of bad, and A and S are good, very, very good guns. All right, let's move on to the next AR. So the FAL. Okay. I know there's a lot of people watching my old videos during the season 0, and they see me like on normally, forbidden, lockdown, whatever, just using the FAL and wiping everyone. Okay. Don't get fooled. That was season 0 when the FAL was actually a good gun. Now, that would be the build I would be using. As you can see, it has 630 RPM, which is not that bad for a gun that shoots M61s. Firing power mid to low, which is bad for an assault rifle. And an effective range of 51, which is okay. But now the main problem with that gun is the recoil. Okay, the recoil is so inconsistent that you cannot rely on spraying, which makes the FAL pretty much unusable in my opinion. And, you know, if you want to shoot M61s, you'd rather play M110. So for that, I would put the FAL in... Okay, let's put it in B. Let's say if you have a very, very good recoil control, you could potentially use this gun. But again, it's expensive. It doesn't one-shot with M61 in the head, so not that good, right? Sorry. All right, into the next. We have the HK. You know that the HK, guys, is my baby. That's my favorite gun in the game, but it's not the best. That would be my build. So as you can see, it has 900 RPM, high firing power, and an effective range of 52. This gun will cost you only almost 600k. All right, so that's the first thing. This is probably one of the best AR in the game, but you would have to use M995 if you are playing in Forbidden, which is way too expensive and requires too many bullets to kill a tier 6 guy. This is why for this gun, I will put it in A and not in S, because the HK is a very, very good gun, very reliable, but it's super expensive, first of all. The bullets are super expensive. And 995, sometimes you will be able to kill in 2 bullets, and sometimes it will take you like 15 bullets. So it's very consistent. But again, one of the best AR in the game. Into the next, we have the MDR, and I made a video recently about the MDR in solo ops. So that would be the build I'd be using on it. So just normal scope, suppressor and stuff. 700 RPM, high firing power, 51 effective range. It's a very good AR for the price. It's very, very cheap. You can even make it cheaper if you put a holo and if you put just a normal muzzle and a 30 rounder, and then probably just that grip, and you would be buying that for 140k, which is very cheap, very reliable. It's a cheap gun, cheap AR, but it do the job. You can top load some like 995s. Let's say you have a 30 rounder, you put 10 995 on top, 25 5A1 at the bottom, and your first 10 bullets will be 995, enough to kill a tier 6 guy, right? Very reliable, very cheap. You can make a lot of them without really losing any money. So for that, I will put this gun in A. Yes, it might sound weird, but remember, it is very cheap. It's not only about if the gun is a meta gun or not, it's also about the price, and for that, I think MDR is an A gun. Now, let's move into the next, AK-102. Okay, let's do it if you want, guys. That would be my build. I made a video about it as well. My recommendation would be do not use that gun, same as the AKM before. Why? 600 RPM, firing power medium, so not even high. Effective range 50, so it's limit. And again, that gun is going to shoot 5.5A1 or M995. But honestly, you'd rather just use the MDR, right? Cheaper, more reliable, higher fire power, and higher fire rate. So there is no reason to use that gun at all, right? So for this reason, AK-102, I will put it in D, because it shoots bad bullets, medium firepower, and low fire rate, so that goes to D. AK-74N. All right, let's talk about that gun. If I had to use it, I don't even have a build, as you can see, so let's make a build quickly for you guys. So that would probably be the build, and we put the 30 rounders in there, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, do not use that gun, because even if you use BS, you will not one-tap tier 4 or tier 5 helmet with that gun. It has a medium firepower, 550 RPM, which is very, very low, as we saw earlier. 42 effective range. It's like, this gun looks like an SMG with low fire rates. Just don't use that, okay? Do not use the AK. Boom, it goes to D. This is a useless gun. Don't waste your money, all right? Into the next, which is the AKS-74U. I don't even think it's necessary that I talk about it. Next, F2000. So that would be my build. F2000, 850 RPM, mid to high firepower, so it's very good. The only problem with that gun is that the effective range and sometimes the recoil is a little bit hard to control, in my opinion, compared to an M4. So obviously it has 100 RPM. It's 100 RPM higher than the M4, but the recoil can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Again, very, very, very reliable gun. I would definitely recommend you guys to try it if you don't really fuck with the HK and the price. 2000 is here. I would put this gun in B or A. Okay, let's put it in A. Sorry, because it has a high firepower, high damage. Make sure to top load again 995s and put some 5.5A1 under. Now into the next, a very, very controversial gun at the moment, the AR-57. For the build, that would be my build right there. Now I have 2 problems with that gun. The first one is the recoil. It's a little bit shaky to the left and to the right sometimes. Very inconsistent. Effective range 51, all right. 850 RPM in the mid to high firing power. So on the paper, that's a very, very good gun. Now the problem with that gun is that even the tier 4 ammo are so expensive that it doesn't really make it worth it. But at the end of the day, but I have the parts. Again, I have the parts, so that could go up to 200k, I assume 200, 230k. I would probably put that gun into A if you put the actual money into the bullets. Now let's go back. Ace31. All right, so a lot of people are currently using the Ace31. That would be my build. We have a gun with 650 RPM, a high firing power, and a 60 of effective range, which is very, very good for an AR. Now, the way you want to play that gun is that you will top load 10 APs and put 20 BPs under. This is a super cheap gun. You can make it cheaper by using, just cheap attachments like that. And then you will pay like 100k, around 100k. Very, very reliable gun. I will put it in B because I think it has too much recoil and the RPM are very low. The rate of fire is very low on that gun, so I will put that gun in B. But again, very good for a cheap gun if you invest into the AP bullets. All right, AEK, 800 firepower, medium, 800 RPM, sorry, and a medium firing power, 59 of effective range. That gun is just the best in the game at the moment. That would be my build or the tilted grip, just depends. This build will cost you around 250 to 350, depending of the time. This gun to me is the best assault rifle in the game. It has everything, especially if you top load AP with a little bit of BPs. Like even the BPs will shred the armor. Like the strength of that is that even the level 4 ammo will shred armor, which means even if the guy is wearing a tier 6 armor, you have a high chance of killing him. So for that, I will put the AEK into S tier instantly because that's just the best AR in the game at the moment. Now, Scar. Again, I think this gun had potential, but honestly, guys, 500 RPM, it's like shooting a DMR. I don't know. Yes, it has a high firepower, but again, 48 effective range, not really a good gun to me. Just D. Honestly, don't waste your money on that. And it shoots 5.5, A1, and 9.95. So again, not worth it. Now, the T9. The T9. Not that good of a gun, really. 650 RPM, medium firing power, 45 effective range. Bullets are very expensive. So, I'd probably put that in C. I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. All right, now TO3 is the same as the T9, but the TO3 has a better recoil control, a mid to high firepower, and a better effective range, which makes this gun reliable. Now, again, the bullets are very, very expensive. I would put that gun in B. Sorry, guys. Into the next AK-12. All right, AK-12 is probably the most reliable gun when it comes to effectiveness. It is kind of cheap, and I say kind of because it's 200 to 250k, and you can put either BP inside or BS, and you will see that a lot of people are using it. That would be my meta build, and that would be my cheap build. This gun has mid to high firing power, 730 RPM, and an effective range of 55, which makes it a very, very good AR. I will put this gun in S tier because of the price. And let's take a look. Obviously, if you build the full, it's going to cost a lot. But honestly, guys, even if you build a cheap one, it's a laser beam. And it's very cheap, 200k. And again, I'm sure you can make it cheaper if you take a cheaper scope and everything. And we are at night, so prices are kind of expensive right now. But yeah, 200k for one of the best AR in the game at the moment, especially with the BP and BS, no recoil, high effective range. Honestly, this gun has everything. Maybe a little bit, you would need a little bit more rate of fire, but we cannot have everything for 200k. But again, for the price and the reliability, I will put this gun in S tier. Now, this gun, I won't talk about it. This is a trash gun. Do not waste your money on that. 30 effective range for an assault rifle. Like, come on. Come on. 700 RPM. Not even a high firepower. This gun is trash. Do not waste your money. Now, when it comes to submachine gun, we're going to talk about the MP5. And now the MP5 is a good option. I made a video about it on TV station Solo Ops. I was shredding biker's helmet with that. But again, I've a lot of hours in this game. I know how to pick. I know when to pick. So obviously, if you put an MP5 in my hand, I will still do something with it. Now, is it a good gun? Is it reliable? Not really. right? Again, 28 effective range, very, very low range, mid to high firepower, so it's not that bad. We have a rate of fire of 750, which is kind of low for an SMG in my opinion. So for that, I will put this gun into B because it's still usable, but again, there is better option. Into the next, MPX, which is to me the best SMG in the game. Let me look at that. 95 recoil control, 94, 850 RPM, high firepower, 37 effective range. I mean, this gun has everything for an SMG, right? You will use that gun with 7 and 31, and you will just shred people. Like tier 4, tier 5, you will shred them. Of course, if the guy's wearing a tier 6 armor, it's going to be way harder, but tier 4, tier 5, easy peasy. Now, this build is very expensive, as you will see, 232k. Again, I have some parts, so it's probably gonna go up to 300k. Again, you have the cheaper option here, 84, 75 recoil control, so a little bit more recoil, but still manageable. For this one, you will pay 220k max. I'm pretty sure you can maybe make it cheaper, but that's my build when I play Secure Ops. So very, very good SMG. I will put it in S tier because to me this is the best SMG, right? Into the next. Now, P90. So you have different build. I would probably use this one without the suppressor because of the extended barrel. Now, it has 1000 RPM, which is insane, but the recoil this season, it just feels weird to me. For the effective range, very good. Mid to high firepower, very, very good. But honestly, in my opinion, it just consumes too many bullets. And we take a look at the price, like 2k, 2.5k for just one level 4 bullets. In a 1000 RPM gun, you're just gonna burn your money. So for that, I will put the P90 in B. Yeah, I think that's the B is a good spot. Now, UZ unplayable, UMP unplayable, Mag-10 unplayable. Don't waste your money on that. Like all these guns, don't waste your money on that. Vector, do not waste your money on that unless you're using Dum Dum. Okay, this is my opinion. Low firepower, 25 effective range, medium firepower, but again, 25 effective range. You're not gonna kill shit unless you're using Dum Dum. Now, carbines, again, I think the only carbines that is worth talking about here is the SVTU that I don't have on the list for a good reason. I hate that gun. I hate people that use that gun. But again, it's very cheap, very reliable. You put some 7 and 37 in there. And yeah, just put a scope on it like that, basically. And you're good to go. Just put red bullet, one tap tier 6 people. And that's it. Now, marksman rifle, SVD. That would be my build. High firepower, 83 effective range, very low RPM though. But again, you put red ammo in that and you will shred people. Now, if you consider yourself having a very, very good aim, this gun is S tier. Into the next, VSS. Kind of a troll gun, I'm gonna lie. The gun was pretty okay last season, but again, it's a marksman rifle with an effective range of 23. Doesn't make any sense. Everything that is further away than 23 meters, you will basically deal 0 damage. Medium firepower, high recoil, like this gun is useless, right? Do not waste your money. I'll put that gun in D. Oops, sorry guys. M110, boom, that would be my build, probably the best DMR at the moment. Higher go, low recoil, the best RPM in the game, high firing power. You have a buff of reload speed of 30% with that ergo mag there. Put some M61 in there, coupled with M62. You can one-shot tier 6 helmets, 2 or 3 taps tier 6 armor. The best DMR in the game. That goes to S tier instantly. All right, so back to the gunsmiths. We're gonna talk about the bolt action rifle now, the Mosin. Mosin again. I don't have any build for it, but again, guys, there is nothing really special about it. Just put a PSU in there, and that's it. You can put a suppressor if you'd like, but again, SVTU is a better option. So for that, I will put the Mosin into the C category. Because the SVTU is a DMR and you can spam with it, so it's just a better option and it's also cheaper. Okay. So SJ16, that would be my build with it. You can put the Ergo stock if you'd like. Very, very expensive gun. It's like around 30k per bullet. Now you will one-shot tier 5 armor in the chest, and you will one-shot tier 6 helmet in the face. If you want to invest the money, you can take that gun, go into Forbidden kind of naked, and just one-tap people. A lot of people are doing that already. I'm sure you know it. If you don't miss, that gun is for you. If you miss sometimes, don't use that gun, because once you miss, you're dead. Okay? This is very simple. This gun is here. I will put it in the A tier because, again, if you miss, you're kind of dead. It has very, very low ergo. It consumes a lot of stamina when you ADS. So for that, yes, you will one-shot tier 5 armor and tier 6 helmet, but if you miss, it's goodbye, okay? Now, M24. As for some of you are aware, the people that are watching my stream every day, I would be using the AEK coupled with the M24 as a secondary. Now, this sniper has the best ergo in the game. This is the sniper with the most ergo in the game. That would be the build. You would put the 5 rounders in there with M61, and you will 2-tap in the chest, 1-tap in the face, no matter what armor they're using. Probably the best sniper in the game right now, if you know how to aim in the face. And if you have a lot of money, I would recommend that you run an AR coupled with that gun as a secondary. This build, guys, is around 150k. Okay, so where is the M24? It's here. To me, that goes to S tier because high ergo, low price, will one-shot your 6 helmet. Okay. Into the next shotgun. I'm not really going to talk about the shotgun. Just the USAS is the best. If you want to use a shotgun now, it's not reliable. You will only kill people if you're close to them, and you need to go for the legs. Light machine gun or PK. That would be my build for this season. You'd rather use the AK-12. AK-12 has a lower recoil. Yes, a little bit less of fire rate, but it's only about 20. Same firepower, and it's just like the recoil, okay? The recoil is just so much better on the AK-12. I mean, you can try that for yourself. If you want to try that build, just click on the bottom right, and with that, and compare the two, so the RPK against the AK-12. But honestly, guys, the AK-12 is just a better option overall. Cheaper, less recoil. So I would definitely advise you guys to go with that. I don't have the RPK here for some reason, but again, I would put it in C because it's expensive and not really reliable as long distance because of the recoil. Okay, for the pistol, none of the pistols are really reliable, guys. So the only pistol that is kind of reliable is the 5.7. That would be the build for it. But again, this pistol is good to kill scavs. You won't one-shot the people in the face unless you're very, very close to them. Doesn't matter if you use tier 5 or tier 4 ammo. You need to be very, very close to them, less than 20 meters. This gun is good to roleplay John Wick or just to take it as a secondary. Let's say you're going to play the M24 or the SJ16 sniper. You would take that gun to kill the scavs, and why not, when you miss a shot, just switch to it with the tier 5 or tier 4 bullets and kill someone with it, right? So I will put that in C category. So that would be the tier list, guys, honestly. So in S tier, we have AEK, AK-12, MPX, M110, SVD, M24. A tier, we have the HK. This would be considered as an S tier gun, but it's so expensive that I'd just rather put it in A unless you have too much money. So HK, MDR, F2000, AR57, and the SJ. In B, we have the M4A1, the FAL, TO3, A31, MP5, P90. In C, we have the AKM, the T9, the Mosin, and the 5.7. And again, in D, just a trash gun, AK-102, AK-74, SCAR, and VSS. You will see that there is a lot of guns here. But to me, all the guns that you see here, guys, without any exception, would go to D. Okay, this is why they are not in the list, because every gun that you see here would go in D. Maybe unless the Deagle, that would go in C. But that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, before the video ends, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and just click on the link in the description. Just leave a follow and come say hi. We're live every day on Twitch. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment, and I will see you very, very soon.